Sainam students, welcome back to your English online classes. This is your English New Voice class. Today we are going to study English New Voice. And in English New Voices, what we are going to study? We are going to study our new chapter. And in our new chapter, what will be going to study? Any guess? Okay, I'm going to give you one hint. We are going to study a story about a king and his vice vice president. Okay, we are going to not that vice president, that vice president. He have one vice president in his court. So we are going to study a story about a king and his vice president. Okay, so let us begin the story. But before any guess, who's that king and who is his vice president? The name of the king is Akbar, and the vice president is Birbal. So, have you ever heard these stories of Akbar and Birbal from your grandparents or from your parents? Many of you have heard, I hope. Okay, today we are going to study story of Akbar and Birbal. Hope you have seen some cartoons of them. Okay, okay. So this is your chapter number 10 of New Voices. Birbal's Khichdi. The name of the chapter is Birbal's Khichdi. This is the first part of our video. So the name of the chapter is that dish which is made of dal and chawal, and it looks very yuck, because it contains lots of proteins. That is why it looks yuck, but it is very good for your health. So you should have to eat khichdi. Okay. So the name of the chapter is Birbal's Khichdi. Now you wonder what does it mean, Birbal's Khichdi? Okay, so let's begin the story. But before begin the story, we are going to study the new words of this chapter. Then we will start the story. Okay, so it would be a very wonderful story, and I hope you will all enjoy. Okay, let's see the new words first. So our first word is winter. Our first word is winter. 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 Second is court. 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 Third is emperor. 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 Fourth is ordered. 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 Fifth is money. Money. Sixth word is along. Sixth word is long. A-L-O-N-G. Along. A-L-O-G. Along. Seventh is through. Through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Through. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Through. Eighth is asked. Eighth is asked. A-S-K-E-D. Ask. A-S-K-E-D. Asked. Ninth is shivering. S-H-I-V-E-R-I-N-G. Shivering. S-H-I-V-E-R-I-N-G. Shivering. Tenth is returned. R-E-T-U-R-N-E-D. Returned. R-E-T-U-R-N-E-D. T-U-R-N-E-D, returned. Next is 11th word, which is reward. R-E-W-A-R-D, reward. R-E-W-A-R-D, reward. 12th is beer. 12th is beer. B-E-A-R, beer. B-E-A-R, beer. 13th is glowing. 13th is glowing. G-L-O-W-I-N-G, glowing. G-L-O-W-I-N-G, glowing. 14th is cheating. 14th is cheating. C-H-E-A-T-I, sadly. 15th is sadly. S-A-D-L-Y, sadly. S-A-D-L-Y, sadly. Now, 16th. 16th is understand. 16th is understand. U-N-D-E-R-S-T-A-N-D, understand. U-N-D-E-R-S-T-A-N-D, understand. 17th is messenger. 17th is messenger. M-E-S-S-E-N-G-E-R, messenger. M-E-S-S-E-N-G-E-R, messenger. 18th is khichdi. 18th is khichdi. K-H-I-C-H-D-I, khichdi. K-H-I-C-H-D-I, khichdi. 19th is uncooked. 19th is uncooked. U-N-C-O-O-K-E-D, uncooked. U-N-C-O-O-K-E-D, uncooked. 20th, stopped. 20th, stopped. S-T-O-P-P-E-D, stopped. S-T-O-P-P-E-D, stopped. One more time, see the words, only the pronunciation now. First is winter. Second is court. Third is emperor. Fourth is ordered. Fifth is money. Sixth is along. Seventh is through. Eighth is asked. Ninth is shivering. 10th is return. 11th is reward. 12th is beer. 13th is glowing. 14th is cheap. Khichdi. 19th is uncooked. 20th is stopped. Okay, so these are the new words which will be appear in this chapter. Okay, so see in your books now. See the chapter number 10, Birbal's Khichdi. Before starting this chapter, what you have to do? You have to write the names of the dishes. Okay, you have to name these food items. So write down with me. The first one is mostly elder people like this. Dosa. D-O-S-A. Dosa. D-O-S-A. Dosa. Write down the first is dosa. What is the second? It is the most famous food of South region, which is idli. I-D-L-Y. Idli. I-D-L-Y. Idli. I-D-L-Y. Idli. Next is modak. Next is modak. Who loves the modak? Lord Ganesha. Who loves the modak? Lord Ganesha. Write down M-O-D-A-K. Modak. M-O-D-A-K. Modak. M-O-D-A-K. Modak. Next is what it is? Chapati. C-H-A-P-P-T-I. Chapati. I'm writing here. C-H-A-P-P-T-I. Chapati. C-H-A-P-P-T-I. Chapati. Okay. Next is sandwich. H which? Sandwich. sandwich, sandwich. Next is, what is the next? A bowl of rice. So write down rice. Write down rice. R-I-C-E, rice. R-I-C-E, rice. And then the next is soup. Next is soup. Next is soup. S-O-U-P, soup. S-O-U-P, soup. And what's the next? What is the next is? Next is noodles. Next is noodles. Write down N O double D L E S. Noodles. N double O D N double O D L E S. Noodles. Okay. Then see the story. Okay, so this story is about Birbal and Akbar. I'm going to give you an overview of the story. What is in the story? So, once upon a time, it was very much cold, very wintry weather. In a very wintry weather, suddenly, King Akbar asked to Birbal that, is there any man who can stand overnight in the cold pond only for money? So Birbal said, yes, said, if you know any man, so kindly bring to me. I will give rewards to them. Rewards are the gifts. Okay. So I will give so many gifts to him. If there is any person who can stand whole night cold in the cold river. So Akbar said this to the Birbal, and Birbal went to find the man. Okay, so there was an old man who wants money to marry his daughter. So he agreed to the proposal, and he came to the Akbar's court and said, yes, he was a poor Brahmin. He was a poor man. Okay. So poor old man said to the Akbar in his court that, yes, I'll do it for money. I'll do this for the money because I want to marry my daughter. Okay. So Akbar was very shocked and want to see that if he could be possible to do that. Okay. So on that night, Akbar said, we are agree you can do this. Okay. On that night, that poor old man was gone to that river and stand for whole night in the cold river. Next morning, when King Akbar, woke up and came out, what did he saw? He saw that old poor man was shivering with cold and still stands in the river. He said that, come out please, old man. He came out and Akbar gave him some blankets. It would not be very difficult for you that to stand in a cold weather in a cold river. So how would you do that? So that man said that whole night I saw the fire which was very far away from me, which is burning in your emperor. I saw that fire whole night and thinking about that when it would be the morning, I will go to the fire and take the warmth of that fire. So that on that thing, after hearing the answer of that old man, King Akbar said that you did cheating. You did cheating. That means you didn't do the fair thing. You were taking the warmth of that fire. But on that time, Birbal said that Her Highness, how you can say that he take the warmth of that fire which is so far from him? But King Akbar was not agreed with his solution. He was stuck on his thought that old poor man did cheating and he did not give any reward to him. And that poor man was very disappointed because he didn't do any cheating. Because if you think, if you are standing in your home and the fire is in your neighbor's home, how will you get the warmth of the fire? No, you cannot take the warmth of the fire, na? So similarly with the old man, but Akbar was that man. So one day, Birbal said to the Akbar that you and whole court come to my home for the lunch of khichdi. Okay, so whole court and Akbar gone to his house. He went to his house. They all went to his house for the lunch of khichdi. So Akbar asked to Birbal's wife and daughter, where is Birbal? So they said he is making khichdi in the garden. So Akbar was waiting for the khichdi. 1 hour passed, 2 hour passed, 3 hour passed. So many hours had been passed, but khichdi was not ready. So in anger, Akbar stood up and go to the garden and said to the Birbal, "What happened? Where is your khichdi? We are waiting for so much time. Why you invited us for the insult?" Then he saw what khichdi was under the tree. Oh, sorry, khichdi was at the tree and the fire was under the tree. Khichdi was hanged on the bark of a tree, and the fire was on the ground. So Akbar said, "How this khichdi will made if you will not put that pot of khichdi on the fire? It is so far away. How will the khichdi get the warmth of that fire?" Then Birbal said, "It's exactly what I was saying on that day. That how did that poor man take the warmth of that fire if it was too far from him?" On that time, King Akbar realized that he was wrong. The poor man didn't cheat. He called the poor man and gave him so much rewards for for his his so much difficult task. Okay, so this was the story of Birbal's Khichdi. Now we are going to study this through our book. Okay, so it is written here, it was winter. The water in the pond and the lakes was very, very cold. At the court, Emperor Akbar asked Birbal, "Tell me, Birbal, will a man do anything for money?" Birbal replied, "Yes." The emperor ordered, "Bring me a man who will do anything for money." The next day, Birbal came to the court along with the poor man. Birbal told the emperor, "This man will do anything for money." The emperor ordered the man to stand inside a cold pond all through the night without any clothes if he needed money. The poor man had to do as the emperor asked. He stood in the pond all night long, shivering. He returned to the court the next day to take his reward from the emperor. The emperor asked, "Tell me, O man, how could you bear the cold all through the night?" The poor man replied, "I could see a dim, glowing light far away, and I felt warmth with that ray of light." Emperor Akbar did not pay the man his reward, saying that he had got warmth from the light and so that he was cheating. The poor man could not say anything to the emperor and so returned home sadly. Birbal tried to make the emperor understand, but the emperor did not listen to him. Then Birbal stopped coming to the court for some days. He sent a messenger to the emperor saying that he would come to the court only after cooking his khichdi. As Birbal did not turn up even after 5 days, the emperor himself went to Birbal's house to see what he was doing. Birbal had lit a fire and kept the pot of the uncooked khichdi high above it. Emperor Akbar asked him, "How will the khichdi get cooked with the fire so far away?" Birbal replied, "It was possible for a person to get warmth from a light that was a distance away. In the same way, this khichdi will get cooked too." Emperor Akbar understood his mistake. He called the poor man and rewarded him. This was the story of the Birbal's khichdi. Hope you had liked that. Understand that, and hope with this session you have clear with this story. Thank you so much and have a nice day.